Hey, how you doing? Hope you're all good. I'm back in The Sims 3 today as I wanted to build my dream house again, but this time using custom content. So if you saw my previous video, that was me just using a lot of store content and a lot of the packs for The Sims 3, but over the weekend I wanted to download a load of custom content that kinda is Maxis Match. It's not alpha CC, not like crazy alpha anyway. That's the idea that I had, because there's a big thing in The Sims 4 right now with Maxis Match, and it just looks a lot better because it matches with the world, and I really wanted that for The Sims 3, because there is a lot of alpha CC out there, and it's just not really for me anymore. It was when I was younger. I'm not shitting on alpha CC lovers out there, but for me, I feel like it matches The Sims 3 a lot more, but I still wanted that Maxis Match look because it just looks a bit more official and just better quality. So I really wanted to download a load of Sims 4 conversions into The Sims 3 because I feel like that is the best Maxis Match CC that you can get. And it looks really good in The Sims 3. A lot of it does anyway. There are some that might look a bit out of place. I haven't bothered putting that in my game, but just testing it here and there. I got a lot of the Sims 4 conversions from AroundTheSims. They're a very popular creator for Sims 4 conversions, as well as TwinSimming and a few others. I am going to share the download links because I have merged them all together. You should see the amount of files that I downloaded. I had to merge them together, otherwise my game would have been a laggy mess. So I merged them all together, and I am working on another Worlds, which I don't know when it'll be released. I don't even know if it'll be released, but I am planning on working on that, and I'm planning on releasing it to you guys with all of the merged Sims 4 conversions. So just to make your life easier. But that'll come eventually. So a lot of the objects that you're going to see in this build, you will be able to download yourself, or you can download them now if you want to from the actual creator. But all you need to do is just Google AroundTheSims, Sims 4 to Sims 3 conversions, and it'll all pop up, or just type in Sims 4 to Sims 3 conversions and then loads of other creators will pop up. I think Tumblr, that's where it's very popular, as well as Pinterest. You'll find a lot of stuff on there. Very easy to find if you want to download all of this stuff right now. Or like I said, you can wait for my future video and I'll have all of that merged stuff for you to download. But yeah, I'm going to talk about the builds, get that out of the way, and then I'm just going to talk about random stuff, you know the drill. But this is actually a more accurate dream house of mine. Like the previous one that I built in my other video, that was more like a, EA kind of build. I didn't have the CC that I wanted in there. That was mainly just for my world that I've shared with you guys, my custom world. But with this one, this is just, I wanted to make something more accurate and I had to use CC, so this is definitely a much more accurate version of what I would actually have in real life. Normally I prefer neutral colours. You're going to see a few neutrals here and there, but I made it a bit more masculine. You can see I've got a pickup truck outside, or what do they call them? A Jeep. They call them something else in the UK, I've totally forgot. But I'm just going to call it a pickup truck, and it's in a yellow colour. That's just what I like. I like them in that colour. I've seen them in real life. They look gorgeous. So if I was going to drive in real life, which I definitely have no plans on doing because I am blind as a bat, but I think I'd definitely get a pickup truck if I could afford it as well, because money is a frigging issue as well, innit? But yeah, I'm just using a lot of CC windows. I love these windows that are, what do they call them now? Are they modular? I don't know, but they're seamless. I love windows like that. I use them in The Sims 4 and The Sims 3. I wish The Sims 4 would actually give us those kind of seamless windows in a pack. That would be a lot better for people, but I download a lot of CC for that instead, so it doesn't really bother me. But I wish, with The Sims 3, I wish it had more seamless ones, more options. They did give us some with the futuristic pack that came out. I forgot the name of it. Sims 3 Futuristic, I don't know. But they did give us some in that pack, and they're as seamless as you can make them, but they're not like this, what you're seeing right now. The only issue with these windows is I wish that they came with a frame. As you can see, they're glitching through the wall kind of, and that's a bit awkward, but I can get over it. I just put some curtains and blinds in front of it and then it's not as noticeable. But here I'm just messing around with a lot of the interior, the colours, with the wallpaper, flooring and the blinds, just adding, you know, just making it look as homely as I could. I like to do this first, obviously, just making all of the, you know, interior walls, flooring and adding the blinds and making sure it all looks good before I start putting the furniture down. I'm messing with a few different textures, colours here and there. I friggin' love creator style, honestly. I cannot go back to The Sims 4 and, you know, actually enjoy that game without colour, without creator style. Like, I'm so glad that we have that in The Sims 3, and I hope that with The Sims 5, which I'm not even going to get too excited about that game because, you know, they're pushing the whole online thing, but I really do hope that they do give us a creator style where we can actually change a lot of the colours. From what I've seen, from the demos or whatever they call it, what they've showed, they are giving us those options, which is good. I just don't know how the game's going to look or run or what bullshit they're going to add into the game. Who knows? But now I'm just going through adding a lot of the different blinds and the curtains, and I've also added the fireplace. You'll recognise that from The Sims 4 as well. Like, I just love that you can actually have a lot of these objects in The Sims 3. I hope that these creators continue doing this for all of the Sims 4 packs. Maybe not all of them, but a lot of them that are popular. Because there are some new kits coming out and there'll be a new expansion pack coming out, something about love. Don't know what that's going to be like, but you can always guarantee with The Sims 4, even if you don't like the gameplay, the build mode is always going to deliver. And I'm not here to promote Sims 4 packs or anything like that. I'm just saying the build mode stuff always looks the best. And I hope that a lot of these Sims 3 creators actually can convert them for us that have gone back to The Sims 3. Somebody keeps beeping outside. Stop disturbing my video, man. But yeah, I'm doing a lot of the landscaping here. I like to make a lot of my builds look very pretty and realistic. So you're going to see me doing a lot of landscaping and going a bit OTT with it, with my builds. But here I am adding the terrain paint. So with my houses that I want my sim to live in and I want to actually play in, I love to make the lawn look like it's new lawn, fresh new lawn. I love to make it just look, I don't know, just new. So you're gonna see me definitely doing a lot of the lawn and the landscaping and stuff, you know, a lot of the terrain paints with, you know, any kind of build that I want to put the most effort into, especially if I'm playing in that build a lot, which I've actually been doing with The Sims 3. I've been playing the game quite often, playing in my world that I created, testing out a lot of the bugs and just making sure that everything's running smoothly. So I've been playing with this sim who's got a buzz cut. Obviously, if you know me, you know that I love buzz cuts. I gave him a buzz cut. It's not my sim self or anything. I do not like using my sim self in these live sim games anymore. Because I'll be honest with you, it's boring. When you use your sim self, I don't know, you kind of just wanted to create a dream life and it gets boring after a while. You have to create all of your neighbours and your friends and things, and we don't have to, but that's what I imagine a lot of people that have created their sim selves will do, and create their ideal boyfriend, girlfriend or whatever, and then they create their dream house and they like to roleplay in that kind of way. And I've got no hate towards anybody that does that. I've done that myself, but it gets boring doing that. It gets really boring and I just don't like doing that anymore. I prefer playing with just a random sim that I've created, making them look as hot as possible and just playing their lives. Or you can make them look hideous. It's totally up to you how you play your game. But yeah, I've got all of the wallpapers and the blinds and all of that done now, so I'm working on furnishing this build. I'll probably go off track here and there in this video, I apologise. But yeah, I love this sofa. This isn't a Sims 4 conversion, and same with this bookshelf, I believe. You're going to see a few different stuff from the Sims resource added into this, just because I couldn't find a realistic enough sofa or bookshelf that was a conversion, so I've had to just go on the Sims resource and download some off there. I didn't download that much CC off the Sims resource, to be honest. I've managed to merge all of that together in like a build mode and buy mode folder. I've put them into two separate ones, and they're way under 100 megabytes or whatever it is. So I haven't used that much, which I'm glad. Definitely used a lot of Sims 4 conversions though, but Same with this desk. This isn't a Sims 4 conversion, but when we move on to the office part, you're going to see me adding in a lot of stuff that you're going to recognize, especially from, I think it was high school years or something. I think it was that pack. You're going to recognize the gaming chair and the monitor. Same with Get Famous. A lot of stuff you'll recognize in here. I used a lot of the lights and just different decor pieces. Look, like this streaming setup. I can't remember what pack that come from. I think it was High School Years or Get Famous, one of them. I think it was High School Years though that this came with, and I love it. It's perfect. I wouldn't have that in real life, I don't think. I do not like the ultra wide monitors. I prefer just having 1 or 2 standard monitors, easier for my eyesight. But in this game I just wanted it to look cool, so I've added that. You're going to see a lot of different pictures, paintings that are Sims 4 conversions. Like, look at that from the Dream Home Decorator pack. And then this as well from the same pack. I love it. I'm obsessed with it, man. I can't remember where the salt lamp came from. I don't think that was a Sims 4 conversion. I can't remember. But these, what do they call them now? Bluetooth speakers. I forget what they call them, but they actually function in game. As you can see here, I'm pressing on. And it's a music player, but I think in The Sims 4 it's like a Bluetooth player or something, I can't remember. But look at all the decor as well. That is from one of the kits that came out, and the headphone stand as well. I love it. So cool, man. Let me know what you think in the comments. This might inspire you to actually download a load of Sims 4 conversions. Let me know if it has. If I was watching a video like this, I'd be like, screw The Sims 4, I'm definitely going back to this game now. Look, even the dog bed, that came from the friggin' controversial kit or stuff pack. No, it was a stuff pack that came out. My First Pet stuff, that came from that. And then the curtains, they came from one of the latest kits that they did a collab with a simmer with. And then all of the kitchen stuff as well, apart from the fridge. I don't think the fridge is a conversion, but the kitchen counters are definitely a conversion. I couldn't merge them together though. I watched a YouTuber and she told me not to, well, she told her viewers not to merge the counters together. It causes a lot of bugs or something. So I listened and I've had to put them into a separate folder, and my game's running fine, so that's good. The chairs as well, they're from High School Years, I believe. Or one of the packs. I probably get the packs mixed up. And same with the stove. I don't think that's a functioning stove though. I did test it all, and my sim wouldn't actually use the cooker like it's meant to be used, so I had to add another stove in there just for them to use like the, you know, the actual oven instead of the stove top. I think the stove top works. I think that's functional, but you know, you do need an actual oven to be able to, you know, roast a chicken or whatever. So I noticed that I had to put another oven in my kitchen. I did that off screen though. But look at this, Dream Home Decorator. You can actually make a proper walk-in wardrobe. I've had to use Move Objects cheat with a lot of this though, because I wanted it to look as accurate as I could. You'll see me faffing about with this quite a while. But I did my best, and I think it turned out alright with the Move Objects cheat. I've actually made it look, you know, realistic as I could make it. But anyway, I am starting to ramble a little bit. I am shit when it comes to trying to describe every part of the build, but as you can see, I'm using a lot of conversions, and you're going to see a lot more. I use the hot tub later on when we get to the garden, which I think you'll like. I don't even think that's a conversion, but I have got one conversion in my game that I think I was going to use at first. But anyway, I want to talk about live sim games and why I think that you should jump back into older games like The Sims 3 and The Sims 2, and just explain why I'm a little bit worried for the live sim genre, and why I don't think a lot of these new ones that are popping up are really going to give us that same feeling. I want them to, don't get me wrong, trust me on this one. I really want a nice new modern looking game that is a live sim game and has everything that I want, like, you know, good looking sims or characters, whatever they call them. And also a creator world tool, similar to how it is in The Sims 3, but just more easier to use and more up to date. You know, I'd love to see that in a live sim game. I don't know why there isn't one yet. I don't know why The Sims 4 never gave us a creator world tool, probably just because that is a whole buggy mess of a game. We know how it is with that one, but I'm just really shocked that there isn't a game out there that is a live sim game where you can actually create your own world from scratch and then you can build all of your homes and your community lots and put all of your Sims or people, whatever they call them, into it. Really shocked that there isn't anything like that. All we've got is a Sims 3 and a Creator World tool. That's literally it. And Second Life maybe, but I've gone off Second Life quite a lot, which I'll talk about in another video, maybe. Don't know. But when it comes to like these new live sim games popping up, Inzoi, Life by You, I'm not even going to talk about Paralyze, because honestly I do think Paralyze has potential. From what I've seen, it just looks like a really good game. Don't know what the gameplay is going to be like, don't know what that side of it's going to be, but from what they've shown, I don't have anything negative to say about it. I really don't. I think that will actually be a success if the gameplay is good and it's got a lot of features. But when it comes to Inzoi, which is made by a big developer, don't have a clue about their background or anything. I've watched a few videos here and there of them talking about it, but you know, I just really want a good live sim game, and they seem to be delivering with the graphics side of it, and I think the gameplay also looks really good. What has me really concerned about Inzoi is their heavy use of AI. Like, not everyone's a fan of it. I'm just being real. Not everyone has to be a fan of it either, especially with the way that AI is being used these days. Like, I went onto Etsy the other day looking for some wall art, thinking they're not going to allow AI art onto there. That was my concern going on there. I was like, I don't want to buy AI art, obviously, because no effort's gone into it. Somebody just typed in a prompt and charging people money for it. I thought, there's no way that Etsy's going to allow that. And surprise, surprise, scrolling through, I see a giraffe picture that clearly looks AI generated, and I think even it had a comment underneath it saying that this is AI. I was like, what are they doing? How is that even allowed on Etsy? So I ended up reporting them, because I was like, they were charging 50 quid for a AI generated picture of a giraffe. I was like, how can you get away with that? Why is Etsy allowing that? And you just see it all over these days. You go on Instagram, and I've already talked about this in previous videos, but like, you just go online these days and you see it everywhere. You just see AI generated pictures and people claiming it to be real and claiming it to be art. And it's like, why can't you just be truthful? There should be disclaimers online that you have to disclaim that it is AI, that you've used AI for that picture. That should just be how it is, especially if you're selling it. You know, if you're selling it to people, there should be like a law that you have to actually announce that you've used AI. Otherwise, it's just so disingenuous. I hate it. And now we've got gaming studios like EA doing what I have suspected all along, that they're replacing a lot of their workers with AI. They've replaced, I think, over 200 workers with AI, and that is really concerning. Like, they'll use that excuse that it's because of the pandemic. That's the excuse that they were using. That's why they've had to lay off a load of people. But that is bullshit. 2024, the pandemic's over. That is a load of crap. People were working from home. Don't use that as an excuse. And that's not the reason why a lot of games are flopping these days either. It's because of the stock market and a lot of these shareholders, or whatever they call it, you know, rushing out games so that they could get their money. That's why a lot of games are flopping, and they're adding a lot of real life politics into the games, which is making it flop as well. People just want to escape. But I don't want to get too deep into that one. I'm just saying, a lot of these games these days are using AI, and that has me really concerned. EA, they have mentioned that they're going to heavily use AI in their future games, which is obviously going to be The Sims 5. And that has me really concerned, because I want human touch to have gone into it. You know, I want a lot of passion and a lot of creativity to have gone into it, not somebody just typing in a prompt and then that's it. I don't even care if it actually makes the games run better and whatever else. Like, yeah, fair enough, use that in the background, but still have a really big dedicated team working on all of the creative stuff and working on, you know, the actual story and all of this stuff, because they are actually creating the story using AI as well. You know, it's getting rid of a lot of jobs with writers and a lot of game devs and things, and I don't like the way that the world is heading in. If that's the direction it's taking, I'll openly disagree with that. But my point is, with this new live sim game coming out, Inzoi, they're also heavily using AI. They've mentioned it multiple times in their videos, and it just doesn't sit well with me, because now I'm going to be questioning, is all of the game being done in AI? Is it all just a prompt that people are putting in and then they're cashing out on it? just doesn't sit well with me. It's not the world that I want to live in. And then Life by You, I think they're using a bit of AI, but I think it's similar to The Sims 3 where it's just used for coding and things like that. I don't think it's used for the creativity. I don't think, because that's what I wanted to really talk about. Life by You, the actual graphics still look really busted after 2 delays, and I'm just thinking, what's going on with that? That's what has me really cautious, and this is my whole point of telling you guys to go back to older Sims games, live sim games, just because I don't think Life by You is going to deliver with the art style. I really don't. After 2 delays, they've promised that they're going to work on the characters, and every single video that they've showed since then, the characters look busted. I'm not going to deny it. They just look busted. They look deformed. Like the skeleton, something about it. I think it's the shoulders and the proportions. It's just way off, and I'm not a fan of it. I really want to be though, because it has so much potential. Like they've got a lot of features that The Sims 3 had. You know, you can create your own regions, kind of. Maybe not as good as The Sims 3 Creator Worlds, but similar. You just have to do a bit of pissing about. And also, it's got creator style. It's got, well, I don't know about the gameplay yet. I don't know how that's going to be, but it's got a lot of promise. It's just a shame that the art style isn't there. Compared to like Paralyze, for example. I've got nothing negative to say about Paralyze because the art style looks really good, and you know, it's got a very creative, dedicated team working on it who actually are putting a lot of effort into it. And with Life by You, I'm just a little bit worried that the team aren't really like in it for the making a great game. Rod Humble maybe, but I feel like the team that they've got working on it just don't have that vision, and I don't know, there's just something about it just doesn't really give passion and, you know, creativity. It's just giving, I want to get paid. But I don't know, I can't say for certain. I'm not going to bash anybody on the team. I don't know them. This is just my own opinion, because it is a huge company, Paradox, and we've all seen how City Skylines 2 has ended up. They rushed it out for money. I'm just a bit worried that that's what's happening with Life by You. But anyway, that is it for my video. That is it for my little ramble about AI and live sim games. I just really think you guys should jump back into older games just because they've got everything that you need. And you got CC to make it look as modern as you can make it. So yeah, thank you guys for watching my video. I'll see you in the next one. Please subscribe and like the video and comment if you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.